Everyone has their own unique ways of learning. These unique ways of learning, commonly called learning styles, are somehow critical for finding success in class. A learning style is essentially the method that you use consciously or unconsciously to process information, that is, to apply to students to read and understand your lectures. Students who understand different learning styles are able to focus their education and use different strategies to find the greatest success in class. Because believe it or not, learning styles can have a real impact on your experience as a student. So stick till the end of the video to know more about your learning style. Basically, there are four main learning styles, which are visual learning, kinesthetic learning, auditory learning, and read-write learning. You need to understand how each of these learning styles work and how you can apply the one that suits you in your studies. Without further explanation, let's start with the first learning style. Auditory learners like to hear things in order to process the information best, which is often a good option for classroom learning. Auditory learners also present common characteristics: good memory for spoken information, good public speaking abilities. They are distracted by background noises. They also enjoy conversations and have solid communication abilities. Students who present signs to those characteristics are likely to be auditory learners. And here are some tips for you guys. You want to ask questions. You will learn best if you hear answers, so that involves raising your hand and asking questions in class. Listen to background music. As you study, play subtle classical music that can help you focus. Participate in discussions. You learn best by talking and listening, so getting involved in class discussions is a great way for you to enhance your learning. Visual learners, on the other hand, absorb information best when they can visualize relationships and ideas. Maps, charts, diagrams, and even essays work well for visual learners. Visual learning focuses on what we can see, so anything that is looked at or watched is part of visual learning. Learners who gravitate toward visual learning appreciate seeing things in order to help them learn rather than hearing or experiencing them, and they have the ability to visualize any concept. Kinesthetic learners are the most hands-on learning type. They learn best by doing and may get fidgety if forced to sit for long periods of time. Kinesthetic learners do best when they can participate in activities or solve problems in a hands-on manner. Sometimes even being physically engaged will help them retain information better. For example, tossing a ball while walking. They tend to remember what they do best. Kinesthetic learning techniques are used in combination with visual and auditory learning styles, producing multi-sensory learning. Kinesthetic learners remember spelling words better if they write them several times. They prepare and use index cards. They use the movement of the body to increase attention. For example, chewing gum while studying, tapping your foot or your pencil, studying in a rocking chair. They also look for participation activities with other students to enhance their learning. But remember, if you move your body while studying and reviewing, you will find out that you also need to move your body during a test to aid recall. Keep this in mind when choosing the type of movement to use. And finally, the read and write learning style. This is the most common learning style. Reading and writing learners are extremely comfortable with the written word. They prefer to consume information by reading text and can further absorb information by condensing and rephrasing it. The traditional college textbook and annotation process works well for the reading-writing learning style because they prefer to learn information by reading notes, handouts, and textbooks. These learners make use of dictionaries and other reference materials. They also benefit by rewriting notes and rereading them silently again and again. They usually do well in multiple choice and essay tests. Now that you got acquainted with every learning style, you must know that there is not a right or a wrong learning style. The visual learning style is not better than the kinesthetic learning style, or vice versa. What's important is to understand learning strategies and study tips that can help you boost your performances.